Oklahoma City 911. We just went through a tornado at the Loves. The whole store is gone.
This is by far the hardest hit area I have seen in Oklahoma.
When those thunderstorms started, they started explosively.
Is anybody hurt? I don't know.
Okay, this is for real. This is a shock.
It's really hard to tell where the homes were here.
And we got outside, and I mean, there was nothing left of the house from the roof up.
If somebody needs help, you go help them. That's the way we all are around here.
Well, don't let anybody tell you that a house is just things.
If you live in the Central Plains of the United States, you know that weathering a natural disaster is a way of life. Now, while geographically a true tornado alley doesn't really exist, all you have to do is walk with me. See an entire neighborhood in ruins, a house devastated, a chimney lying on its side helps you understand the devastation created by a tornado packing 200-mile-an-hour winds. Here in central Oklahoma, the spring of 2010 was especially devastating. This is the story of how one family weathered disaster. Some days you never forget. The small town of Hera, Oklahoma had one of those days. It was May 10th, 2010. This small town of 5,000 is about 30 minutes east of Oklahoma City.
Hera was founded by a small group of Polish families that came here to Oklahoma and settled a very rural farming agricultural community. A lot of churches, a very religious community.
Sam and Mary Lou George settled here 32 years ago, and for good reason.
Faith is really important, the values of honesty. I mean, this is still a state where you can shake somebody's hand and say, you've got a contract.
Hera is an extended family. They are people that if you're having a problem, they are there. They're there to help you. They're there to support you. They will do anything possible to help you and not judge you.
Sam and Mary Lou were both planning for retirement that spring when a tornado changed everything.
It kind of picks up your life and turns it over. And you say, okay, you know, what do we do now?
The news crews leave and everything, and then we breathe and we think, oh my gosh, what have we gone through? You know, what have we lost?
And to have it just disappear in 15 minutes with everything that you consider a part of who you are to be scattered across the world. I don't see how anyone could come out of it feeling like they hadn't been violated.
Sam and Mary Lou George have weathered the devastation of a tornado that took their home. On this day, the community that rallied around the Georges in their hour of need has been gathered for a final thank you. It's wonderful to have friends and family here, a community gathered together. So on behalf of Farmers Insurance, we've teamed up with Kohler Power Systems to donate a brand new standby generator to the church. So should the church ever lose power, this generator will automatically turn on, enabling the church to remain a fully functioning and needed community center. So thanks to Kohler for donating the generator and providing a safe haven to this community in times of severe weather. Thank you all very, very much. I gotta know, Sam, how do you feel?
Words can't express. It's like when you know, the next day after the tornado and all these people showed up to help us. It's incredible. The outpouring of the gift from Kohler, it also reinforces my belief that there's a lot of good people in America. There's a lot of good ones. You hear a lot about the publicity of the ones that are not so good, but you're looking at some of the ones that are very good.
So many people have touched Sam and Mary Lou. So many people have touched Hera, Oklahoma. And and brought this new shining moment out of those dark times.
It was such a short time that it hit. Then the long-term effect, yes, it changed everybody, but if you can look back, you can find a lot of good in it. You really can.
It's an emotional thing. And to see that kind of support happening, the people of Hera, Oklahoma, just, you can't beat them. You go up to thank somebody and they say, I know you'd do it for us. And they're right. They're right. I can always go to the mountains and look at them. I can always go to the ocean and look at it. But I can't go anywhere else and find these people. I can't do it. They may be out there, but I'm very happy with the ones that are surrounding me right now. Really very happy.
We had a wall of flames coming at us.
They're getting ready to evacuate.
Embers were getting into the attics of homes.
It's coming right up to the houses now on the other side.
These homes were burning from the inside out.
That's Brandon's house. Brandon lives right there.
And at the same time, we've got a lack of water.
Request that all people cut back on their water use.
That's it. It's time.
We thought we were ready.
This hillside was engulfed in flames and charred within minutes. And here in Southern California, a combination of dry conditions and strong winds often give way to an all too common occurrence of wildfires. Now, back in 2008, a massive fire burned through this area, marking a path of devastation that torched the land and left residents with little to nothing. The family you're about to meet encountered that blaze and together, through it all, found a way to weather the disaster. More than 40,000 acres burned across 5 counties in the November 2008 Southern California Freeway Complex fires.
People think that having a wildfire in November is kind of out of season. Typically it's earlier in the fall, but in a very dry year, you have all this fuel building up, or basically grass and brush that has died out because you're at the end of the rainy season, and you have those embers which are burning, and then the wind carries those downwind, and then new fires sprout up. It happened basically in the middle of a huge urban area, and people think, oh well, wildfires, they happen up in the hills, they happen in the mountains, they don't happen in our backyard or front yard, and that's what happened there in Yorba Linda.
Kristen Fowler and her family never thought a fire would reach them in November 2008.
I'd seen 19 fires since 1983. Never heard of a structure, patio cover, anything being damaged.
When you see your house fully engulfed in flames, at what point did you ever get emotional?
I just didn't have time to get emotional. We were too focused on getting things out, getting away ourselves. Where were we going to go next?
Right.
And I remember that night, after we all evacuated, we're down in Costa Mesa, the hotel, and I think we all kind of looked at each other because we were watching the news.
A series of wildfires is turning life upside down for thousands in Southern California.
And it was getting later in the night, we said, we better get something to eat. I hadn't eaten since the morning.
Yeah.
Then after that, we looked at each other and said, you know, we don't really have anything to even brush our teeth.
Right.
So we went over to the store and each got a double bag and started rebuilding our lives.
Mom had almost accepted it. I wouldn't even say
gone,
it.
yeah, it's
an
gone.
hour and a half of leaving the house, she called our builder.
I said, you can tell me you will build my home. And he said, oh. I said, I have insurance, just tell me you'll build my home.
Kristen knew builder Mike Hines professionally, but his specialty was commercial and large custom home building, not normal residential work.
She called and she said, I know you don't build for other people, but will you just build my house? And very strong woman, and what are you supposed to say at that moment in life? So yeah, we ended up building the house. And we said we would at that moment.
We had our plans to the city by December 17th, 2008, and the fire was November 15th, 2008. And we were the second person to get the plans in. That was my therapy, and I don't think that that would work for everybody, but it was, let's just move forward. We're all safe, we're all healthy. We lost everything, oh well. I mean, we're all walking and we have to regroup.